Are you able to record?
Yes, now we are recording. All right. What'd you do without me? What'd I miss?
Well, you missed that Susan had candy corn on her Ultimate Reset today.
It's in the fine print. You just have to read down, way down.
All right. Well, hi, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good night. Oh, my gosh. I cannot wait to lead a retreat. I'm like busting at the seams. So if you're not coming, you need to get on. We got like spots left. So bring it on down. Louise, do you need to do anything?
I want to introduce you, actually. So you probably all know Linda anyway, but if you don't, this is Linda. And she is a practicing clinical therapist, a yoga teacher, health coach, mom of 3, and honestly, one of the best friends you could ever wish for. So Linda, take it away. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I know it's going to be amazing because it always is.
First off, thank you for all of that. Sorry, I'm getting error messages. Thank you for all of that. That was so sweet. But now what do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about?
I didn't get the memo, but I know you're going to be talking about something amazing.
I thought you were supposed to tell me what I was supposed to be talking about.
Good one.
Hey, ladies.
All right. Jack, what am I supposed to be talking about tonight?
I don't know. I am only late because I was so hungry that I was inhaling pot roast with lots of bread, and I was like, would this be inappropriate? I'm like stuffing just pieces of bread in my mouth, and I was like, but I'm so late. I gotta go. So I just ran through the door at 8:30. So
it's appropriate because it's not the nutrition call, so stuff away. Right.
So I'm not helpful tonight. We're in September. It is the month of September. We have the leader retreat coming up. Our theme for this month is Linda. Roll with it.
What, can you finish the sentence? No, I was just trying to figure out, somebody was supposed to tell me what I was supposed to talk about tonight since I got thrown into this and didn't nobody tell me.
Oh, yes. I have no.
I think this is a test, Jack. I think this is part of Linda's thing.
Who wants to know if I read something? Linda, I didn't read it. I didn't read it.
It doesn't surprise me. Okay, so everybody, I want you to think back over the course of your adult life, maybe your married life or your dating life or your family life, whatever. If you've been living with people, if you live by yourself, this isn't really going to apply to you, but it could. So think back over time, and how many times have you started a diet or been on a diet or an activity or program, a fitness journey, or you changed something about your nutrition and you didn't tell anybody in your household? If I'm the only one here, I know you guys are all lying. I'm for real.
Wait, and you didn't tell anyone?
Yeah, so I was going to say, we didn't tell anyone?
Yeah, you just made a decision to go on a diet.
Oh, yeah, I do that all the time.
Never, Cheryl, you've never made a decision to start a workout program without telling everybody in your house?
Oh, workout program or a diet? That's totally different.
Wow.
If it's a diet, I tell people that way, like, they can encourage me. It doesn't mean they're going to, but at least they know I'm not like just suddenly doing something crazy. If it's a workout program, I mean, oh yeah, totally. I just, whatever. I mean, well, no, when it's Beachbody, I did, tell my husband, but when it was like joining a gym, a random gym over the years, and then canceling that one and joining another gym and then a different gym and that kind of stuff, I did that all the time. I paid for the membership and then I joined a different gym and then I paid for that membership.
All right. Did anybody here buy their first challenge pack without talking to somebody in their house first? What about food? That's always fun. When you go on a diet and you change your food, and that means everybody else in the house has to endure the change as well. Let's see, Emily says, the last gym she joined, she didn't tell anyone, but she asked her boyfriend if he would commit with her, but didn't tell him what it was. Yes, exactly. Okay, so typically, think about that for just a minute though. most of the time when we make a decision to go on a diet or lose weight or change our food, like go gluten-free or I don't know, other stuff like that, and we just make the change and we don't tell anybody in the house. We don't tell our kids. I mean, how many people, you guys share your health journey with your kids? Cheryl, put your hand down. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. And did you always do that?
Let me think. They're older now, so probably not when they were little, but now they're teenagers, so I tell them every step of the way because I don't want them to be in the predicament that I'm in. I want them to learn it now.
Very good.
Yeah, and I started young because I have to explain to them why they can't eat sugar instead of making it taboo. Like I'm Emmett. So if you tell me, no, you can't do something, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to show you how good I'm going to do it. You tell me I can't have sugar, you better believe I'm going to eat a cake. And I don't even really like cake. So I've always talked Emmett off a ledge because I needed to be taught, hey, this is why. Like, I remember annoying the crap out of my family growing up, siblings, parents. Jack, why do you always have to ask why? Like, I wasn't just trying to annoy people. My brain needed the connection and understanding why. So I do the same thing for Emmett. Like, Emmett, this is why. You're going to feel like crap when you eat that. Go ahead, eat it. How do you feel now? I feel like I'm going to throw up. Okay, so do you want to do it again? No. Can you, this is what he said to me last week. He goes, can you remind me next time I want to eat this much and just tell me how I'm going to feel again? And I shit you not. And I said, of course. He goes, because sometimes I just don't think about it because I love candy so much. It's like, yeah, man, I get it. But, and he did. I just tell him to pay attention to how he feels versus like, you can't have that because sugar's going to make you crazy and I don't want to deal with your attitude, which is also true.
All right. We say a lot of those things. So back in, never mind, I'm not going to tell you when, a long time ago, I got up every morning at 4:30 and went to the gym and did kickboxing. And I was working on losing some weight and toning up, and it was going really well. Months. I'm talking months and months and months. I was so dedicated. I think it was like 3 times a week. And, but I would go the other 2 days and lift weights every morning, 4:30. Well, I never told my husband what I was doing. Let's just get up and go, right? So he just assumed that I was just gone and at work, that I would go into work early. And after a while, I started looking pretty good because my body was toning up. I was losing some weight and this and that. Well, because he didn't know I was going to the gym and I wasn't making him eat any kind of crazy food at home, he didn't know that I was trying to lose weight. But then after a while, he started putting 2 and 2 together, and he sees me looking so awesome, and I'm leaving the house at dark 30 every morning. He doesn't know where I'm going. He just assumed it was work, but then why do I look so good? And so for I don't even know how long, he thought that I was having an affair. And it didn't come out until, of course, we got in a fight about something else. And then he said that, and I'm like, oh, what? And really, it was my fault because I never told him why I was getting up and leaving the house at 4:30 every morning. And I never told him why I was losing weight or trying to lose weight or what I was trying to do. He didn't know anything because I figured this is my journey. And it is. But if you live with other people or you share your life with somebody else, it's their journey by default. Right? So they need to know things. Got a couple questions for you. So if you asked the members of your household what your current weight goal or your health goal is, what would they say? So just guess.
Do you want us to actually say it?
Yeah.
My husband would know exactly what my goal is because we talk about it every day. We talk about his goal every day. Like, we really work well about, like, I keep him on track, I keep him accountable and encourage him, and he does the same for me. That's where we're at right now.
That's awesome. Oh, that's really good. Let's see. Debbie says her husband knows she wants to lose weight, but not the number goal. Sam says before Beachbody, she wants to be skinny. Yeah. All right. What if you asked them what workout you're doing? Would they know?
Well, specifically or program?
I don't see the difference. What are we
Well,
talking?
like, do they know that I'm on like MM 100 day 31? Or do they know that I'm doing Beachbody? Because they all know I do Beachbody, but they don't know. Some of them know about the MM 100, but I mean, I kind of broadcast it a lot because, again, you know, they're older, so I'm trying to force the information on them.
Can we talk about who's my favorite kid in my family? I just said to Jackson and Brian, those are the only two awake. What am I doing what are my health goals? Jackson said 1. I don't understand what the number 1 means. And then Brian said to look as sexy as me. Okay. Come here, Brian. Come into the photo. He's looking pretty good these days. Okay. That was his response.
Drink it in, girls.
Yep. And then Jackson, I go,
You don't have to pay for this one.
and I said, okay, no, you're both wrong. You're wrong. Okay, what program am I doing? Brian said, what'd you say?
Morning Fire or
Morning
something.
Which is close, but Jackson goes, I got it. Transform 20. No, wait, MM 100. I'm like, oh my God, someone listens to me. Sorry, and I know I interrupted you, Cheryl, but I was very excited to share that moment.
That is good. So I expect everybody after we get off this call to ask somebody in their life, especially kids, well, husbands, they give funny answers too. You know, what do they think that you're doing? Because here's the reason that you want to ask them. I mean, ask them if you're trying to lose weight, ask them what they think. Because people don't often tell us what they think. They just make assumptions that make sense in their own head. But kids especially can develop, you know, a perception about a certain thing, or they think it's just normal that mom's on a diet for her entire life, or, you know, you just never know what kids think, but that's what they're learning and that's what they hold on to, and it can go well into adulthood for them. So that's one of the ways that we flow with the theme for this month, which is folding your family into your why. So your why doesn't always have to be about, stop typing, Jack, about specifics for why am I doing this or why am I doing that, but getting your family on board also doesn't have to be about forcing them to do things with you like I do in my household.
Once I get the giggles, and especially on a call, because I can't hide my face. It's not like I can just turn off the video. It's like, you know, I'm hiding because I'm laughing so hard. And then my mouth is so big that it's like, it's so awkward and uncomfortable. And then I laugh harder. I'm that kid in school that's like, all you want to do is cringe and hide under the desk once you get one of those attacks. And I get one every call. So I'm breathing and I'm almost done. Just to clear that up. Sorry for the distraction.
Susan said she just asked Lincoln, and Lincoln told her that her goal was to not die. It's a good one. So I love stories. That's the only reason I volunteer lead calls, so I have somebody to talk to and tell my stories to. So when my son was in 4th grade, he was having all kinds of behavioral problems. And so he got sent to a shrink in the military who worked for the CIA, because apparently my son needed some really heavy duty testing. And one of the tests was a projective measure. He had to draw a picture, and he had to draw a picture of his family doing something. And so now I had already had my last kid, Skylar. And while I was pregnant, though, I was on couch rest almost the whole pregnancy. So I wasn't doing a lot. But as soon as I had the baby, it was, you know, kind of immediate. I went right back into doing things. But I got up early in the morning and I would do my workout, you know, again, getting up at 4:30. So, you know, come 7 o'clock at night, 7:30, 8 o'clock after I make dinner and help the kids, I'm exhausted. So usually by 8 o'clock at night, I'm laid out in front of the couch in front of the TV. So when the shrink is giving me the outcome of my son's testing and all of that stuff, he gets to the picture and the projective test, and he says, I need to talk to you about this picture. So he shows it to me. He tells me it's to draw a picture of your family doing something. And so my 9-year-old son draws this picture of each of us. There's 5 of us in the family at that time, in the living room, sitting around the coffee table, watching the television. And there's a big pizza on the coffee table. And Dad, he drew playing with the baby. And he drew him and his sister on the floor playing with different games or cards or whatever. And me, I was laid on the couch with my arm hanging off, my head hanging off, one leg up here, and like this big blob on the couch, right? And he says, so I asked your son, what this meant. And, and he told me each of the family members and what they were doing. And so he asked him, he says, well, why is everybody doing something but your mom? And he says, well, she is doing something. He says, what's she doing? He says, nothing. That was the answer. That's what she was doing. There was nothing. That to him, that was something, right? And basically he had a discussion about, this was our family adventures together, that pretty much every night mom does nothing and she just lays on the couch. That was my child's perception of me, because they didn't know that I got up early in the morning and worked out and stayed busy all day long. And what happens when you get information like that, perceptions that people have of you, it kills your spirit. And it's so easy to quit when you're on a health journey. So it's much better to incorporate people into it. So I got three little tips for you. But I lost them. No, here they go. Inform, right? Tell people in your household what you're doing by just telling them the programs, talking to them about it, having conversations. So inform them by teaching them, showing them, or challenging them. So after that adventure with the psychiatrist and my son, I taught them, I had a 9-year-old and an 8-year-old and a 9-year-old, and I taught them how to read nutrition labels at the store. Back then I was on Weight Watchers, and I gave them their own little points tracker and how they calculate a point. And I let them at that age start picking out their own snacks based upon points, because the points, were healthier foods. And that's how they came to be in my journey and learning about it. So inform by teaching, showing them, or challenging them. Make it attractive, which means whatever it is that you're doing, and if it looks good to someone else, they're going to want to do it. That's why we share our health journey on social media. Share it with your family by showing them what you love about it instead of what we hate about it. Right? So you make it attractive. That also means making it fun or creative. And then showing off the benefits. Too often we shove information down the people's throats in our house, and we tell them, no, get up, you're going to eat this, you're going to work out with me, you're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. And we force it down them, which pushes them farther away. But the more they see, that's where you show off. It's not like you walk around with like a peacock, but you emphasize the differences in your life by telling them about it. Like, wow, I haven't worn this size clothing in forever. Or, my hair is so thick because I eat so healthy. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you're benefiting from, those are the things to share. That in turn makes it more attractive. And then actually there was 4, one more, asking for help. The best way to get somebody on your side is to ask them for help, unless you ask them what you're supposed to be talking about, and then nobody has any help for you. But anyway, asking somebody for help. If you ask them, hey, I can't get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, can you help me? They might help. They might say, heck yeah. All right. And then I have one more question for you guys. And is there anybody in your household now that is, I know Louise said her husband is, they're real good about talking and sharing, that's working out with you or eating nutritionally like you? Are they doing something with you? Bridget says, so not talking to your family about how you have body acne because of all of the sweating you do when working out. Skip that. Emily says you guys already eat together. I was laughing. I forgot my question. Oh, is anybody in the house doing anything with you?
I'll say yes. Not completely, but everyone kind of does their own thing. The food my husband does with me, the kids, they're all actually really good about vegetables and stuff. And I had my daughter help me food prep this week. She was bagging carrots and making salads and all that kind of stuff. And we just joined a gym. I tried to get them to do the Beachbody stuff, but that's really difficult with multiple people in the same room at the same time. So we joined a gym, and the three of us have been a couple times. So I'm trying to get them at least on the track of being exercise, like doing exercise. So yeah, so we're all doing a little bit of everything together.
That's awesome. When my kids got to be in 8th and 9th grade, I had them start picking out a meal each week that they would have to cook and prepare. So they each did one, and I bought them. They brought their own cookbooks. And something. All they had to do was give grandma a list of food that she had to go buy, and they could make whatever they wanted within reason. It had to have a protein, a vegetable, and it could have a fruit, but it had to have at least a protein and a vegetable, not just a whole bunch of bread for dinner. And they did. They each took a turn.
Was that a small dig at me and my loaf of bread that I brought in here at the beginning of the call?
Stephen used to make triple-decker peanut butter sandwiches, and when I first implemented that nice little event in our house, he was like, yes, everybody's getting peanut butter. And I was like, no, it needs to, you better put a vegetable in there somehow. So
no, I like Stephen. It's funny when you asked that question, I was like, no, nobody's doing anything with me. But I forgot. Brian and I have implemented day dates at the gym. And I don't know what he does during the week. And I try not to ask, because then he is also like Emmett and does the opposite. I mean, he started like every Beachbody program ever and never completed one. He'll drink a shake only if I make it. I always tell him, I said, you are my worst client. It was like, you're my worst nightmare, and the only reason I let you be underneath me is because you're a coach underneath me, and I built you. I was like, otherwise I would not have you under me, because he's painful. But just having that Saturday time together, I think he might go like 1 or 2 other times during the week. He was going pretty often, which was awesome. But having that Saturday time together has been game changing. And just like you said, Linda, having the kids cook, so I'm like still whispering like he can hear me. I would say it in front of his face. But like having the kids cook, I love that, because Emmett even today was like, Mom, can I get a shake? Like, so they have shakes. They have the Daily Sunshine, or they have, like, Jude loves the orange protein shake, the Recover. You know what? The kid barely eats. He wants Recover. I'm going to give him Recover. Is it formulated specifically for kids? No, it's not. Give a half a scoop. You know what? It's better than him having a Happy Meal at McDonald's. I'm like, so not feeling bad about it. I know I get those questions a lot. Is that for kids? I'm like, they're not formulated. Cut down the dose. Look at the ingredients. Take it to your pediatrician. Do your research. But, like, getting them involved, and they love it. It really does.
If you're not going to do all those things before you feed your kids fast food, you really don't need to do all those things before you feed them something healthy.
Yes. I love that. Because it's like, hey, can I have this Happy Meal? Nobody does that to a pediatrician. Nobody brings a Happy Meal in and says, like, can you look at this?
You're going to have it made in about 4 or 5 years. You've got 4 kids. That's 4 nights of the week. Each one of them has to cook. Brian cooks at least one night.
Loves cooking.
One night. Man, you're going to get off with just one night of cooking.
No, I won't cook. We'll have leftovers. I don't even barely cook now. We'll have the loaf of bread on that night. Like, hey, you get a loaf of bread. You get a loaf of bread. That's what we had growing up, because we were poor. So a loaf of bread would go a long way. You know, you would eat multiple pieces of bread to fill you up, because you only got a certain amount of food.
Jessica, how are you accountable with your friend? What do you guys do?
So we talk every day about, like, we both go to the gym almost every day. Right now I do physical therapy. And then when she was home this past weekend, she did shakes with me every day. So I think I got her hooked on those. So hopefully now that she's back, she'll be signing up. and we talk about meal prepping and things like that. So we try and keep each other accountable that way.
Awesome. I think my last customer that I got was because I was feeding her Shaco balls. Got to make things attractive, right? No, that's awesome. So if you ask your family what you work or how you work out, or when you, whatever, what workout you're doing, all of that, if you ever ask them when you work out. So when you talk to the people in your house, don't forget all of the things, because it's not just, hey, I'm going to start this new workout program, because really you're not doing anything but shoving information down their throat at that point. Have a conversation with people and include them. And that invites them into your journey. I'm just reading the notes here. That's right. Bribe people and tell them that they're holding you back. Yes, we're going to have that. Okay. All right. So that's it. So you've got your 4 things, which is inform them, make it attractive, show off the benefits, and ask for help. Or live by yourself, or kick them out, which is what I did. All right. Louise, you taking it from here?
Yep. Unless Jack, do you want to say anything, Jack?
No, I'll just chime in off what you got.
Sorry.
I'm like, I'm muted. She's muted. I tried to unmute you. I couldn't unmute you. I couldn't unmute myself. I'm like, we're just
What I was saying was like amazing. Anyway, what I was saying is about the work. So it's coming out in 2 weeks on September 30th, but I think the sample workout comes out on Monday, right? I think you're muted, but I'm pretty sure it comes out on Monday. 23rd, yeah, which is Monday. So look out for that. That'll be in the TribeCall9 office, and I'm sure that Tricia will be sharing about it. So it comes out, we can purchase the challenge pack on the Monday the 30th, and then we're going to be starting the work in the challenge group on October 7th. So this is going to be a hardcore workout program. It's 45 minutes. It is intense. We are going to be yelled at and swore at. So it's definitely not going to be for everybody, but it's really going to be great for a certain niche. And maybe the people that we haven't been able to reach in the past who want to really like next level their workout programs. And also, like Jack was saying this morning, this will be great for the people that have been on this journey with Beachbody for a while and really want to up their game. So I think that it's really not going to be for everybody, but that is also a selling point because it is going to be next level and it will be great for a certain group of people and where they are on their fitness journey. So I am actually going to be doing it. So I'm excited by that. Might kick my ass, but I'm excited.
Who's actually, just show of hands, is anybody who's considering it? I didn't realize that Louise was doing it too. I know Trisha's doing it, Morgan's doing it. Yes, Allison's doing it. Louise, I'm torn because I'm not finished with MM100, and I won't be because I'm slow as molasses. I think I'm the last one in the group, even though I started on day 1. Wait, who was that? What? What'd you say, Linda?
I said Tracy and I are only on like 36.
Yeah, and it is a 45. Just to, if you guys are thinking, oh, I might double up. If you have an hour, feel free. It's a 45-minute long program, and there is swearing, but there's also a clean version available. So don't think like you have to listen. If your kids are around and they don't do swears, I get that. Or you can just mute it. Like, so oftentimes, and I just saw Emily saying she likes working out to music. I often will mute my workout and put on my jams of my own. So that's always an option too. Like I'll just have like, now that Alexa's new to my family, she plays whatever I want in the background.
Especially like once you get into the program, right? Because then you know the moves. I think it's really good in the beginning to listen to the program so that you get cued for the right moves.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to do the work in my way because I'm training for a marathon and doing yoga as well. So I'm not going to say that I'm going to do the work every day because that's not going to work for me, but I'm going to complete the program in let's say I'm going to be doing like 3 workouts a week or something. So I just want to make it work for me, but still be able to do it. You know what I mean?
If you're feeling like that's what I'm doing with MM100. That's why I'm behind. I'm like, I'm riding a bike, I'm going to the gym, doing this. And that's one thing to keep in mind for people too. Like, don't forget, this doesn't have to be an end all be all. It can be a supplement. Like, I treat BOD as my supplement. And actually it's my priority, and actually the gym's more or less my supplement because of my lifestyle, but it really is like, what if you can't get to the gym? What if your kids are sick? What if you're so busy and stressed out? And I was just talking to a woman at the birthday party the other day. I was like, next thing you know, 3 weeks go by and you have to start over. And I was like, and that starting over is so daunting and so painful and so exhausting. I was like, it's not. And then you don't start over, and then 10 pounds and then 20 pounds. And that really is the road to obesity that we are trying to stop. So I'm like, God, if you just get, meet people where they are, even if they can only afford the 3-month subscription for $39, I'm like, dude, what can you afford? When people tell me they have a money objection, I'm like, okay, that's fine. Like, that is a lot of money to pour out for something that you're not sure on yet. It is going to be the best bang for your buck, but what can you afford? We have packages that are, start all the way at $39. You're not going to be saving the most money, but you will get 3 months access to the workouts, the meal plans. Like, really make sure. I have found every time I give people, I don't walk away giving them nothing. If they're really, I don't even have 39. I'm like, all right, well, I put them in a free group, a PD or whatever. But I do not like walking away from a conversation that I have built a relationship with someone and not having something to offer them. So don't think because you don't sell a challenge pack that you're not changing a life. You are opening that door for people to build a little bit of confidence, check out the meal plans, become a part of our community. $39 for 3 months. That's $39 for 3, $59 for 6 months, or $99 for 12 months. That's why I'm like 99's the most money saver. But some people really can't swing the $99 right now. So I'm like, dude, $39, 3 months. Yeah, you'll pay a little bit more in the long run, but it's $40. Like, that is it's cents per day, really. And that's the way you got to look at it. So, sorry, Louise, I get all fired up sometimes. They have access to everything besides the work and MM100, because MM100 is released in the spring 2020. Remember, people still have to purchase that early release for MM100 and the work.
That's what I was going to say. Debbie just said about BOD. The work coming out in April on BOD. And that's true. It's early access is on September 30th, and it's released on BOD in April. And,
sorry. I think early release for MM100 is October.
Okay.
Sorry, messed that up.
And I think it's actually good to have that, 5 months between, or even 6 months actually, between the work releasing on BOD and now, because it really gives people the push to actually purchase it now, instead of like, if it's going to be released in 2 months, I'll just wait those 2 months. So I'm excited for it. And Trisha is the person to go to if you have questions on the work, because this is her soul-made program. I know that she will be crushing it. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is the free foundation group. So thank you to everybody who has added people to this foundation group, who have got excited about it, who have posted about it, who are in the group. It is such a fun water challenge, and people are excited about it. And it's so great having the energy in the group again, like with the coaches and with the clients and with people who are coming into our group for the first time. It's just great to see so many people introducing themselves, getting on track with their water, because water, it seems like it would be such a simple thing for our health journey, right? But it's one of the things that people struggle with the most. So I don't think that we can discount these like stupid, simple free foundation groups, because they really do add value to people's lives. And it's such a great way for us to connect with them. So thank you to all of the leaders who've put this together and everybody who's added. And the last thing is leader retreat. So leader retreat is 1 month today. Boom. It's so exciting. If you haven't been to a leader retreat, it is incredible. You will connect with people, you'll connect with yourself, you'll learn so much about yourself. It is so much fun. You will laugh until you pee, probably. You're muted.
No, I was trying not to unmute. I was going to say the thread alone for the leader retreat has given me so much life the past few days. And I know it's not, you can't, I know, I get it. My first year in the business, I couldn't go to anything, you guys. And I would sit here on the sidelines, and that's what pushed me even harder. So don't think like, I can't go. That's the end of it. I'm never going to be able to make it. I couldn't. I think it was like, I know the first year, the only thing I went to was Summit. And I had to fly my kids home to Massachusetts. And then I had to fly to Summit and then fly back to Massachusetts and then fly my kids back to wherever we were living, which I think was Texas or something like that. Like, it was crazy. It was pure chaos, but I was like determined to make it work. And so just plan ahead. Okay. We have another retreat in March. We have Summit. We have all these things that, again, you don't have to be at everything, but it will push you to be there. Because for me, when I watched it, I was like, I'm not going to miss that again. Like, no way. I want the option to say no.
Right.
Like, I want the option.
And this is such an investment in your business, because for $250, you get lodging for 4 nights, you get all of your meals, you get amazing trainings, a photo shoot, mentorship, like workouts, PD. It is such a bargain. Like, you could easily pay $250 plus just for the photo shoot. So it's really saving money, basically. So, are we full for this year?
What?
Are we full for this year, or is there one
I've got
slot
three slots left.
3 slots. So if you're interested, there's still time. And if you can't make it this year,
yeah,
make it a priority for next year.
Yeah. Put it on the calendar for next year.
Mid-October.
Same time, same place.
We try to keep it the same time, same place. Just keep it simple, you guys. October, there's a lot of other stuff with trips and Beachbody things, so we don't want to overlap. But we know that this October time period is so vital, because trust me, all of a sudden you're going to blink and it's going to be the new year and everyone's going to want to start their health journey, and you have fallen off the wagon because it hit fall and you got busy with your kids and sports, and then, I mean, holiday, it's chaos. But when you come to a retreat like this, when you come to an event in person, it makes all the difference in the world, because you know that these people have your back even more so. You build that even stronger relationship. And even if you can't come, you live vicariously through that retreat. I couldn't go to Summit last year because I was about to pop out a baby. You better believe I was posting the live footage of everything on the team page before anybody at Summit was posting it, because I was on Instagram. I was over here. I was crazy for 5 days. I was like, oh my God, I should just drive there. Like, I was nuts, but I didn't care. I was like, I'm not letting this stop me. I obviously can't go because I'm about to pop out a baby. But I was there. I was living vicariously through them. And I walked away with almost as much excitement and momentum in my business as they did. So it wasn't like I just sat there. And we're going to be posting, guys. We're going to be posting on team page, posting on our pages. Look at it like, this is my motivation, not, oh, I'm so mad I can't be there and be jealous, because then you'll just get that. I mean, that's an easy PD road to go down, a slippery slope. I've been there too on that one. Linda's making faces because she knows me so well. Creepy. And to think she's not my therapist in real life. You know. Sorry, Louise. You know me. And that was it. The work, right? The leader retreat, foundation group.
And
anything else?
I'm done.
So we've got the PD book for October, which is Calm. So awesome. It's a great book. It's simple, easy, big words. A 6th grader can read it. Mm-hmm. It's fantastic because we have a busy month in October because of the leader retreat, so we don't want to bog down too much reading and get too deep. But it's fantastic. Lots of good strategies that will change your life. And if you join in on the PD group and do the Calm book with us, you might very well could get the Calm app for a year at a really great discounted price. Mm-hmm. So,
which still bummed that I paid full price.
It's worth it just to listen to Matthew McConaughey.
It is, and Matthew McConaughey every night. Oh, almost every night. It's fabulous. All right. I think that is it for everything. Thank you, Linda, for presenting. Thank you, Louise, for housekeeping. And did we do? Yes, Jess, you already have it. It's what we did in the stress and anxiety group. And it's just so, you open it up. The Calm book is amazing because it makes you calm. I looked at it on the shelf, and the colors of it are what literally had me launch my very first stress and anxiety group a year and a half ago. That book inspired the whole group because I was that stressed out.
So they are releasing at the end of October, a calm sleep book. So we'll do that one like in the new year, like, probably March when everybody's wore out after the holidays and kids are back to school.
That's awesome. I know, just 2 years. Time flies. It's really bad. Okay, so thank you guys for joining. I know it's crazy chaos with sports. Oh, Louise, is that you?
Picture.
Oh, yes, picture. 4. Got on my computer. All right, everybody say cheese and just hold it. Bridget, fork down. I probably got someone blinking because that's what I do. But really, you guys don't know how much I appreciate you guys. I won't be on, or I might be on the next call. I don't know what the dates are, but I'm going to Hawaii next week. And I never really take time off. Even when I go away, I'm always working. So my goal, I'm just going to be 100% honest with you guys, is to disconnect so that I can come back refreshed. If you see me working, just remind me to take a deep breath. I would love you all for that because I'm going to be like, I don't have my kids and I'll probably be working anyways, and I'll tell you to leave me alone because I'll have some really good ideas because I can focus without my children. But I am leaving Tuesday the 24th and I'll be back October 4th. 11 days, you guys. I don't even know what's going to happen. I'm going to like transcend to another universe. I won't even come back. I will. I'm going to write everything. I'll probably write a book while I'm there. I can't wait. And I have so many things in the work for you guys that I'm just excited about. So thank you guys for coming. I'll share the picture. We'll share the recording. Have a great night, you guys. Bye everyone.